Breaking news! An Italian man wearing a chef's outfit has been spotted running at Mach 5 in the Pizza Tower area. Witnesses have identified the subject as one Peppino Spaghetti, owner of the local Peppino's Pizza. If you are in or nearby the Pizza Tower area, it is advised you seek immediate shelter. He is unarmed and extremely dangerous. Stay tuned for more info. Pizza Tower is a high-speed platformer that's taken the internet by storm, and rightfully so. If you haven't heard of it, you play as Peppino Spaghetti, owner of a failing pizza restaurant called Peppino's Pizza. One day, a giant floating pizza face appears and threatens to destroy your restaurant. Naturally, you don't want that to happen, so your only option is to climb the nearby Pizza Tower and put a stop to Pizza Face's plot. The Pizza Tower is composed of 5 floors, each with 5 levels except for the final floor, which only has 3. Navigating these levels is the best part of the game by a lot. Peppino has an absurd amount of movement options, and combining them to sprint through stages as quickly as possible is incredibly satisfying. You can dash, run up walls, ground pound, slide, grab enemies, super jump, parry, and break dance. Every move is specifically designed to keep your movement as smooth as possible. When you come to a complete stop or slam into a wall, you can use your grab to regain a lot of your lost speed, or dash out of a super jump to continue moving. Switching directions maintains your speed after a brief delay, giving you just enough time to react or allow you to fall down a drop and maintain that speed. It's perfect. Shockingly so. This might be the best feeling platformer I've ever played. Enemies usually boil down to a simple formula, a body with a hurt box in front of it. If you get hurt, you lose half your combo meter, some points, and all of your momentum. There's no lives or anything, the only punishment is ending your rampage temporarily. However, you may be wondering how you're supposed to go so fast while avoiding all these enemies, and the answer is quite simple. They don't matter. While it may seem impossible to avoid getting hurt at first, it becomes clear very quickly that your problems disappear while you're moving fast. Almost every enemy will drop their weapon and scream in terror if you're moving fast enough towards them, removing the hurt box entirely, rewarding players that can conserve their momentum by never slowing them down at all. This leads to an incredibly entertaining gameplay loop where you only ever need to focus on controlling Peppino, and is incredibly satisfying once you learn how to speedrun every level. Not only is the movement amazing, almost every level introduces something new and keeps the game entertaining. In Pizzascape, you get a suit of armor that slides down slopes uncontrollably. Fun Farm lets you play as Mort the Chicken from the hit PS1 game. This level is just a golf minigame. Refrigerator has you run through a freezer, and at the end you eat a spicy pizza that lets you melt through the level. And even a FNAF reference where you get jump scared by animatronics, but at the end you get a shotgun and blast your way back through them. Every level is new and refreshing, putting a spin on familiar mechanics while allowing players to improve their control with the basics. Sometimes you even swap characters to Gustavo and Brick the Rat, who have an entirely different moveset, forcing you to play through levels in a unique way. It's amazing how much is stuffed into this game, and it's a masterclass in level design overall. Each level consists of 2 parts. You run through the level normally at first, exploring and collecting these little collectibles called toppins at your own pace, until finally you reach Pillar John. Pillar John is load-bearing, and once you destroy him, it starts Pizza Time. Pizza Time causes the entire level to begin breaking down, and is a timed escape sequence where you need to return to the start of the level. However, it's not as simple as just playing the level backwards. Throughout the stage, you'll see John blocks, some active and some inactive. When Pillar John is destroyed, these blocks switch, creating new paths throughout the stage. This once again keeps the stage interesting, changing what you need to do in order to escape, which sounds simple on paper but is actually super fun and can lead to some big shifts. Familiar screens may need to be navigated entirely differently depending on where blocks are placed, and learning how to play a level both forwards and backwards is what allows you to complete stages even faster. As you clear levels, the toppins you collect will award you with $10 each for the first time you find them. In order to progress to the next floor, you need to fight a boss, but in order to get the boss door to appear, you need to use this money to pay Mr. Stick. When you get enough money, you can rent a boss portal, fight them, and progress to the next floor. Bosses are interesting and fun, although I would say they pale in comparison to the regular levels. They change up the formula quite a lot, but lack that same heart-pounding speed that regular stages can create since you're locked to one screen of movement. They're definitely not bad and can become kind of a break between the action. But there's a reason why Pizza Tower is so popular. There's a reason it's not as easy as it sounds, and that's P ranks. At the end of each level, you're graded based on how well you did, depending on your points and what you accomplished in the stage itself. In order to get a P rank, you need to do everything. This means that you need to find all the top-ins, find and complete 3 secrets hidden throughout the level, find the janitor to open the door to the secret treasure room, and complete a second lap, where you dive through a pizza portal at the beginning of the stage to run through the pizza time sequence a second time, all while maintaining one continuous combo throughout the whole level. If that sounds like something only an insane person would do, you would be absolutely correct. But when you're running your second lap, that music is blasting in your ears, there's 30 seconds on the clock, your hands are shaking, and you see that little P pop up in the corner of the screen, you're going to realize why everyone loves this game. If that shit doesn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. The sheer amount of satisfaction that comes with P-ranking a stage is absurd. When I P-ranked Bloodsauce Dungeon, which is only the 5th stage by the way, I literally stood up and ran to my living room to celebrate with my housemate. It is so fun. I don't know how else to describe it, but as a game designed for the mentally unhinged, everything about it screams insanity. From the way that literally everything is pizza themed to the music itself, this game prioritizes fun above everything else. Speaking of the music, you could probably tell from the track that just played, but it fucking rules. Every song in this soundtrack is so high energy and attention getting. There is not a single track that I wouldn't listen to while sprinting as fast as I can into oncoming traffic. It is amazing. A lot of the tracks use distorted vocals or meme sound effects in the song itself, and since you journey to so many unique environments, there are a lot of different instruments. Each stage has a unique feel to its track, whether that's Cowboys or Saving Private Ryan, everything is great and has incredibly high energy. I honestly can't imagine a better soundtrack to pair with any of these stages, and at least 3/4 of the songs are going on my playlist. And the visuals are perfect too. At first I didn't like this cartoony art style. It almost looks like everything was drawn in Microsoft Paint. But it really grew on me. It might look lazy at first, but there's so much detail put into every model. Every pose, animation, and horrifically stretched proportion has so much love poured into it. It is amazing. There's a joke going around that you can draw Peppino however you want and it'll still look like him, and yeah, it's true. It doesn't matter how warped or stretched he is, the art style perfectly suits this wacky game. From the enemies dropping their jaw when you come running, to the TV at the top right that shows Peppino's changing expressions, the game looks great. And if you don't think so, your opinion might change after playing for a while like mine did. There are so many tiny touches put on everything that make it so impressive, it's insane. Pizza Tower's humor is also on point. It would be hard to make a serious game about a man climbing a pizza tower to save his restaurant, and I'm glad no one tried. Characters like The Noise, a parody of Domino's The Noid, pop up all over. Gustavo and Brick start out fighting and give you a thumbs up when they become friends. Or the fan favorite Snotty. I fucking killed Snotty! Brick eating balloons to fly, Peppino's idle animations, the enemies screaming when they see you, it's all absolutely ridiculous, and it brings the whole experience together perfectly. I didn't expect to enjoy Pizza Tower, but I am begging you now to give it a shot. It's only April, and I honestly believe this might be my game of the year. I'm not even close to P-ranking every level, and new content is expected to come out in the future. There's so much to do in this game, and there's so much to love. Pizza Tower is designed to pump you full of adrenaline, and leads to some of the most satisfying gameplay I've ever experienced. It's $20 on Steam, and believe me when I say it's worth triple that. Pizza Tower's existence is what convinces me we're living in the good timeline, and I'm so excited to play more of it. Go give it a shot, and if you just hate it, refund it. But I guarantee most of you are going to be hooked on this game like hard drugs because it's amazing. I give Pizza Tower the only real score I've ever given something on this channel, and it's a perfect 10 out of 10. Go play it, go love it, and go convince your friends. And once you're done, I'll see you soon.